Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory, yes. Back on good old Satisfactory, ready for another day. Going to be continuing on a modded playthrough, and if you'd like to know what those mods are, the mods list is down in the description section of the video along with a link to Satisfactory Mod Manager. So you can download and install mods for yourself, yes. Yeah. Okay, yeah, almost screwed it up again. That's alright. So, a few different things. I did do a little bit of building. I didn't really do much in between episodes, um, and whatnot. I did do a little bit of building though. I got the outer shell of this completed, so now it's just this. I also have a little bit of an overhang here. This is supposed to be asphalt. Get this asphalt placed in here. Okay, there we go. This is like the little entrance thing I was wanting to build. It's a little smaller than I wanted, but it's alright. It's just kind of a meh situation for me anyway. Alright, so there is one thing we're going to do before we get started too far into this, and that is to go and insert those the Phase 4 assembly directory systems. We need to put those into the space elevator. So that's what we're going to do. Can you guys hear me? Yeah? Over the music? I hope so. Music's a little bit... It's a little louder than normal. Actually, I might just turn it down just ever so slightly. Okay. I don't know why. Yeah, like I said, I've been having audio issues recently, so... Okay. We're gonna go ahead and take the train, of course. That's the fastest way to get around right now. And yeah, we need to get those assembly directory systems. Oh, and before we go too much further... Alright, I got it now, this image. So, I was having a little bit of issues. You know how we were having issues with the Caterium trains and some signal errors? Well, I figured out what it is, and why it was happening, because it just happened again not too long ago. So yeah, here is the image of that problem. As you can clearly see, these two trains are blocking up multiple blocks. So you've got the block on the left, which is the major intersection there that goes 4 different directions. And the train that's closest to you is in both the block that it's sitting in, and it's in that intersection block. So no train can enter that intersection block until that train is clear of that block. But it can't because there's another train, the one that's right above it, or next to it, technically, that's waiting to enter that intersection, but it can't because the train on its left is in that block, so I can't enter that block, and the train that's closest to you can't enter the block on the right, where that spiral is, because the train to its left is inside of both of those blocks as well. So it's kind of an interesting problem to have. So I guess this is just a lesson in keep your blocks between, or keep your if you got like intersections or blocks in between there, keep them long enough for the entire train to sit in without blocking up anything else. And this did get fixed. I did fix this. What I did was I just moved the little intersection there on the right where those two train lines meet to do that spiral. I just moved it further to the right. I put it really close to the spiral so that entire train plus some can sit inside that block and wait without blocking up this intersection on the left. So yeah, that was fun. That was an interesting problem to have. I haven't actually had that problem because usually I make sure that the blocks are long enough, but I guess that particular one, I just didn't. I just didn't do it that day, I guess. Which it was funny though. And that's the problem. What it was when we first encountered a signal error, and we went over there and it resolved itself. Well, I don't know why it resolved itself. I guess the trains just kind of worked out that they can still go without causing a collision, but it only resolved itself when we got close. So hopefully that problem should be completely and utterly fixed as well. I'm going to go ahead and go right here. There's all of the lag. All the lag in the world. Just like, yay, lag! Brakes, brakes, brakes. We're just gonna sit inside this block section right here. No big deal. Because, like I said, we're going to the center of the city. We're gonna go pull out as many of those assembly directory systems as we can to get to 4,000. Hopefully we don't really have enough space. We may have to put down like a temporary chest real quick in order to get this done. Alright. A dang autosave. So yeah, the reason I'm doing this is because I checked over here earlier and we had completely backed up on both supercomputers and the high-speed connectors. Oops. Just gonna go up here. Oh my gosh, the lag. Yeah, see, we're backed up on supercomputers and high-speed connectors all the way back to the machines, and the machines are even backed up, so that's what I was waiting for, essentially, was for the entire city to back up and just entirely. That way, when we pull the assembly directory systems out, then, it won't take long for the system to catch back up again. Okay, so let's see. Need to look for assembly directory systems. Could be any one of these boxes. Oh, there it is. Oop. And because I'm lazy. Okay, so 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. Let's go put the 500 in there. Might take me a minute. I don't think we have 4,000, but we can at least get as many as possible in here. There's 500. Alright, I was gonna put down a box. That's alright. $51, $52, $53, $54, $55. It's another 500 for the books. Because remember, we have the whole belt line, plus both the machines are completely backed up as well. So, there's that. And there's 1,000. Okay, do some more back and forth here. Alrighty, so all together, we have 1,900. We couldn't even do half of the required 4,000. Jeez. That's a thing. But, yeah. At least the system will always have stuff in it now and whatnot, so. But yeah, we've got a long way to go. Long way to go. Okay, now we can go ahead and head back over to our private island. Just kidding. Our nuclear island. and put up some more factories and whatnot. Yeah, I didn't do any. Actually, you know what I could do? Let's turn around a little easier here. We can't do this unless we're facing it, so let's go ahead and just swap this. Luckily, the train can path to a different direction if I'm in the way. Where are you going? You're the iron train. We have another train coming out of the gate. Is that what you're waiting for? Or no, the other train is... Yeah, taking over that. Uh-oh. We might cause an accident here. If we don't get out of the way in time. Go, go, go! Be careful there. I need a better way for them trains to get down there. Maybe I should just disconnect the way to get down there from this side and they'll go the other way. Because the other way is better than going through this mess. Alright. As long as nobody's coming around that corner. Okay. I don't make a very good train conductor, do I? Let's head back to where the FPS is better. Heading back to positive FPS land. Who knows? I think I'm gonna go park where I was as well. Yeah, so there's the main building now. Kind of wanted it to be in this kind of shape from the very beginning, so yeah, is what it is. Like, switch left, switch left! I was pressing the button. Oop. Brakes, 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 brakes. I don't know why sometimes the brakes don't work on the engines. I don't know, maybe... Well, this is not a modded train, so... I don't know. But we know we can sit in this block without blocking any trains currently. Okay. So I had a little bit of a think while I was kind of just putting the roofs on and stuff like that on this building, kind of just having a little bit of a think on how I was going to do things. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of the single step factories on this side. So what do I mean by single step? What I mean is single step factories that only need one single step. That way we can leave this side for more factories and we can take up less space going that way. I don't know if it would or not, but anyway. So anything that's a smelter or a constructor will be put on this side of the island, and anything that's an assembler, a manufacturer, a blender, it does depend. We are going to try and separate it. We are going to kind of separate it so it's evenly sided, so it's not lopsided or anything. But yeah, so that's how that's going to do. I am going to leave this road here. This road is key. Also, we're almost out of concrete. Why are we? I had like 5,000 concrete the other day. What did I spend it on? Yeah, right. Okay. I remember now. Okay. Right. So any concrete here? No, I still haven't emptied this out yet. There's all my concrete. I'm gonna be using a bunch of it anyway. It's like just take it to just fill my inventory, because this needs to be all 1 meter all the way across here. That's gonna take up a lot of that concrete already. And the reason I'm chasing it is because I want to make sure it gets all built. I have had times where I did try to build it, or I built something big like that, but I didn't go over there, and it stayed like kind of orange, and then it disappeared. Weird. A weird problem. Anyway, Hugh. What's next? Oh yes, so concrete and so concrete. We'll probably do concrete next. We don't need a whole lot of concrete, so which requires limestone, which any of these stations can do limestone. Probably be the middle one if we do concrete next. Forgot there was no power over here. Whoops. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. I don't need that right now. So we've done the we've done the steel, the copper, and the deuterium ingots. So the ingots are done. Next step is to do the concrete, and then on top of that, we need to make sulfuric acid. So I might put the sulfuric acid over there too, because the sulfur is going to be the sulfur is also going to be important as well. We need to do steel. Steel is a single step. So we'll do concrete and steel over on that one side. Yeah. Is that all the steel goes into? Steel? No, we got steel pipes too. Oh, we should do those all in the same building. Okay. Let's see. If we do concrete next, then we're gonna have a weird thing. But we could also do quick wire, because Caterium, that's the only thing that Caterium goes for is quick wire. Okay, so if we do quick wire and concrete right next to each other, and then behind that or beside that or whatever it ends up being, we can do steel pipe and steel beams, because both of those are also single step. It's either that or we do concrete and then we do the sulfuric acid, because the sulfuric acid is the only thing that requires one of these. It's a refinery, isn't it? Let's check. Pretty sure it is. Yeah, sulfuric acid, okay. Which requires a sulfur and water. Which we're going to have to regulate. We're going to bring in the amount of water that we need to get sulfuric started, but also we're going to have to remember that the blenders themselves, when you're making some of the uranium stuff, I think somewhere in there, like there's excess sulfur. Is it sulfur? Excess water. I think it's excess sulfur. So we're going to have to regulate our sulfur so that we get the same amount. We're also going to need tanks and stuff like that too. So that means we're going to need copper sheets and plastic. We're going to need heavy modular frames, and a few other little items like beams and stuff like that too. So, yeah. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do. Wait, how many of these do we need? Let me check here. Because we need sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid, we need 150 sulfuric acid, which is actually, since we're doing double, that's 300. So how much can one of these do when fully overclocked? So we're doing 50 there. 125 per minute. So two of them is going to be 250. So if we want 300 per minute, we're going to need at least 3 of these babies. And then we're also going to need to bring in water, which we will do later. Because we need to get that part of the island set up as well, where it's where we're pumping in water. We're going to have to figure out how many pipes of water we're going to need. And then that'll lead to... Well, it's going to be 2 pumps per pipe, because it's 600. And fully overclocked pump is 300. So two pumps per pipe, and then we're going to have to figure out how many pipes we need. Stuff like that. So that's going to be interesting to figure it out. Very interesting. Okay, I kind of want to start with this because this is going to need a lot more space. So how would we do 3? If we do 3 in a row, that would be fine. And we're still going to go with the short buildings. I keep forgetting there's no power over here. Because I disconnect that. Let's go connect that train line again. Because that is just, it's irritating. And every time I come over here, there's no power. It's like, we got the stuff to do it, just freaking connect it again. There. Now we have the power again. Woo! We don't have any power up here, though. Until we get over here, yeah. Not that, this is faster anyway. Okay, so that's going to need a lot of room, so... we might still be able to fit it all on here. If we take up this side with sulfur, and we're also going to need to be bringing in water, too. So if we do sulfuric acid, and we do concrete right behind it? No. I'm just trying to figure out what would be the best way of doing this kind of stuff. Because see, here's the copper. The copper goes into copper sheets. So we could have copper sheets right behind it. And then this is steel. And then that steel we could try and fit both the steel pipes and the steel beams in the same building right behind it. And then this is caterium, which goes into caterium wire. So we could do it that way, and that would work. And then what we do is we have the sulfur and the concrete over here. The only problem with doing that, though, is where do we put all this? You know, it's kind of an interesting aspect. It's just like where do we put everything? We could start with the sulfuric acid on this side. Now, the sulfuric acid, I am going to point the refineries away because there's going to be sulfur and water coming in on this side. So, okay, let's figure out where we want this thing. I think I want it like this, or was gonna say, or like this. That might work. That's got to be careful too, because we're gonna be having to use a lot of power. It's like, well, we could separate these out to take up this much room. There's only 3 refineries. And we could put a space in between each of them. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it. It's actually not a bad plan. Okay, and then our walls. I'm wondering how tall to go with these as well. 2, 3. I kind of want the roof to be level with these with one of these platforms, maybe. Not really sure. So I don't want it too much taller. We do this right here, and that might. So if we do texture, we'll change this over to the tar roof. Yeah, no, we're good. I was just like, what else did that take away from me? Ah. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Of course, we do the old classic, drop this down to here. Yeah, there we go. I actually like that. It's not too bad. There's no ladders leading up to this platform anyway, so doesn't really matter. Okay. Yep. I don't have the power that I need. Okay, this does not take up the same amount of room that the other ones do, but we do also need. See, these don't have an output of anything else, right? So what we can do is go sulfur, sulfuric acid. We need to put the sulfuric acid in tanks, so we're going to need extra room to put these in tanks. Oh, you know what we could do? We could put the tanks on the roof. Maybe. You know what? Nah. Nah. Okay, we'll just put them on the floor. It's fine. Organization. Then in it, these industrial fluid buffers. Which is what I want. Is this too far? Because then that gives room. And then that's too far past it if we do it that way. I mean, it's okay if it's off-center slightly. Or off-center. It's off-kilter slightly. It looks more realistic that way. Like, I guess part of my problem is I'm fighting against what looks like realism. Which this would be more realistic. Of course, we could have the tanks outside. We could have the tanks in their own... Maybe not in their own building, but in their own space. Yeah, okay. Actually like that idea. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the idea. That's really good. Okay. So yeah, and then what we'll do... Yep. Is it high enough? course I forgot. Or I didn't forget. I didn't figure how big this was. So we're going to need to remove this one. Okay. Put that across like that. There we go. Okay. Now then, I'm going to use the sulfuric acid that comes in as a way to get power over here. That way we don't have to pull power across the road. Unless we absolutely need to. Okay, let's see. We're bringing everything in on the roof. Okay. Across the road, so 5. So it's not here, right? It's here, I think. Let's go test that out. I think it's there. It's like not on the edge of the foundation, but it is close. That was a double. Wait, how's this one working? Oh, we did this one slightly different. Oh, because we did it directly. Okay, and then all the other ones were not quite directly. Like that one matches up. And this one comes across there, so it don't matter. Here's our Caterium train. That thing is gone always for so long as well. Wait, we can bring in our sulfur train, can't we? I think. Which one's going to be sulfur, though? Which one's going to be limestone? Sulfur... Let's see, if sulfur is the middle one, then it'll block concrete, which will be here. So we want sulfur to be that farthest one to be up on top and be the highest. Okay. So this is going to be our sulfur then. I already have colors picked out for it as well. So colors. So what I'm using is I'm going to use cautionary yellow, and then we use concrete color because it's got gray in it. And it's not quite the yellow, I suppose. The only problem is with yellow. We get a true yellow, maybe. We don't have any banana yellows. Wait. That's a bit green, isn't it? Yeah. A little more. Turn off my flashlight. Yeah, actually, I might do yellow. Yeah. Yeah, this works. Completely yellow train. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Oh, we're going to cancel. Ah, balls. Which yellow did we use? 60. Maybe 50. Okay. Let's make sure those are truly that color. Save preset. We're just going to call it sulfur. Save preset. Okay. And hop in and change the train's name. Okay. So, sulfur train. I forget how I did this. It's not copper train 1. I got too many trains on my radar here. Okay. So that's this. Control C. Nuclear plant mod. Okay. Then let me go and copy the train's station name. Control C. Yeah. Now that we're manufacturing things again, all the manufacturers are being spun up. Control V. Then we change this to sulfur. Oh, sulfur. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Now we're using our power again. 218 hours, 12 hours. Wow. That is an insane amount of power usage. Alright, so now we're going to edit the timetable. So sulfur, there should be a sulfur mine in here somewhere. Sulfur mine alpha, there you are. And then sulfur nuclear plant. Save changes. Turn on self-driving. Let's go. I need to go over there anyway to see if, I don't even know if anything's set up yet over there or not. So let's take a little train ride and see how things are going over there at the sulfur mine. And now, let's see which way this goes, how this train moves through here. Little laggy. Yeah, I just wanted to see how this train was going to move through. Okay. This train line has never been used by a computer before. Either. These trains just sit here and never do anything meaningful. Alright, yeah, the sulfur mine is set up, okay. Let's hop out. We gotta recolor the station. Alright, sweet. Oop. Let me on the train. Everything's the same color, at least. The sulfur is I think it's a bit more orangey, but it's not quite banana yellow. It's close enough, though. We'll just call it good. Alright, and we got a full train load. Full train load? Full train load. Load. Full train load of sulfur. Very good, very good. Alright. Back to the power plant. Let's go. How does it navigate through here, though? Let's see. Okay. But it can't, it can go up to here, but that's it, because there's another train coming somewhere. What? Okay. You know what I should do is I should, let's see. It should split off each one of these intersections, to be honest. Like this. So entry. Come on. Where am I at? Transport, there we go. Freaking brain. My brain did not want to work. Okay, get rid of that. Block signal. Then we'll go path signal here. And then block signal here. Yeah, that separates those intersections at least. Anyway, things can be probably a little more smooth. Right there. And since this is so close, I'm just gonna leave that one like that. Yeah, because they wouldn't fit between the blocks. Wouldn't fit. What the heck is this one doing? I don't remember setting this like that. Okay, that's better. Alright, back to the island. we lost our train, but that's okay. Okay. There goes our sulfur train again, completely empty. Very good, very good. So all we need left is limestone. And we can paint this train and get this train going on limestone. Well, no, we can't actually get it on limestone yet, because I have limestone. I have a limestone train station for it, it's just not hooked up. So limestone, we had done limestone pretty early. There it is. No. Limestone. And then WC blue. Okay. There we go. Just buying myself some time to think. Control C. Control V. It's gonna be limestone. Nope. Oh, wait. No. Oh, good, actually. I wanted to do that. Control C. Did I just change this train's name to E? Okay. E. Name that reference. It's a reference to a video game. E. Way back in the day. That's years ago. That's years ago now as well. Right, lime. The lime in your coconut. Lime. Stone. Limestone. Limestone, yeah. Right. So there's our limestone and our limestone train. Very nice. So now, these are all marked. We've got all the train stations for the nuclear plant ready. So now we just need things to go to them eventually. All right, and since these are doing sulfur as well, well, what's happening here? There we go. I don't know what that was. Yeah, the menu's a bit bugged when you get too many colors going. Okay. I just got to figure out where our sulfur is going to come in at. and our water. Okay, so sulfuric acid, completely overclocked. Control C, Control V, Control V. Okay, so that's going to be 125 sulfur times 3, which is 375. Let me see about this sulfur mine over here. This is a normal. This is a normal, so that one can only do 300. Now we can run a little bit inefficiently for right now, because we're soon going to have Mark III miners anyway. So we can run a little bit inefficient for right now. So we'll just call it good. So 125, so it's 375 water. So that's going to be 2 pumps. Put 2 pumps on this system. Of course, we can always underclock too if we want to do exactly 1 pump. That's fine. We'll put 2 pumps. Okay, so that's gonna, and it's only gonna be 1 pipe anyway, so no big deal there. I think I'm gonna have the pipe come out this side, and I'm gonna run my water pipes along this area, along these sort of handrails, if you will. I'm not really sure what to call them. So yeah, we'll go 5. Wait, this one can go directly to a wall, can't it? Yeah. We can go directly to a wall. And then... oh, 1 more down. So I want to put that lift right here. So 5, oh, no, 6. Actually, let's just go directly into the building. I'm sure people are just like, why don't you just go directly in the building? What's the point? Going down into the roof. See, the other way goes into like splitters and things. Oh. Okay. I love when it clicks. Don't you guys love when it just clicks for me? It's for like, just like and we put those on the roof for a reason. Yeah. Is that too high? I think that's too high. Like if we go 9, yeah, that's too high. That's all right. 6. Yeah, so it's right there. Yep. Okay, so then we go 8 or 9. Ah. Where is the thing? There it is. It's lined up with them dots. Okay, so it'll go there. Yeah, it's gonna have a little funky turn. But I think this'll be alright. So I lined up with them dots. And line it up with them dots. Okay. And then 3. Okay, so there's the sulfur line there.
now we will go directly into a wall. Pull these up like that. Pull those down like that. Grab ourselves a wall with the single hole. Right on in there. Nope. Oh no. Okay. It's like, why don't I have power? I'm right next to a train station here. What the heck? Mm-hmm. Okay, then this immediately goes into a lift. Let's get that. Let's get the two lines to wrap around here. There. Okay. That should be close enough now to put a lift on it. If you love it, put a lift on it. Don't know why that popped into my head, but it's funny. There we go. And that sulfur we just picked up. Wee. 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 Sweet. Okay. Uh-huh. I'm tempted to run the pipes up here too, but then I'm just like, maybe not. We'll just run the pipes inside. Need to go inside anyway. Get our lift on. Hopefully I got this right. Okay. It's a little close. Not to this way. Okay. Also, we forgot to do this. So Control C, Control V, and Control V. So now they're both, or they're all three now the same. Okay. It's just something I forgot, I guess. And 7. Gotta put our lifts, our lift holes in. Oops. Alright, sweet. Alright, that works. I think we'll put the pipes along the wall here so that they have support as well. So what I'll do is I'll put like, we should get these power now that we have a way. Oh, the power's gonna go on the roof. Oh, how nice. Forgot the connectors were up here. Okay, power. Power. Yep, there's all the connectors. Does it look alright? Oh, you know what we should do? Let's do this instead. Yeah, what about that, huh? We can even make a Mark II to make them look cooler. So let's do that with all of them. Because this is... So this spot is too far away. Right? That spot is too far away. So... like that then. I suppose what we could do... Let's get rid of these real quick. I have an idea. Let's use Micromanager to get them where we want them. Okay, so we got them all in place. So then we'll move them medium and tiny. Right there. Then what we do is we go from here to there, here to there, here to there, and then there to there, and there to there. Nice. Now that all those are hooked up. And as you can't even tell. Okay, hold on. So we'll go to here. Pull it along. Where's the middle? Right there. We'll pull it to the end, or to the edge. And then we'll pull it down to here. And across. And then into the building. At least that's how I did it last time. Where did I go? Let's check what I did last time, because I don't remember. I think it was last week as well. Okay, I did go at the height of the thing. Well, actually slightly higher. It's the middle of that wall. Okay. Just wanted to check and make sure. And then Mark II, so the middle of that wall. Pull that into there. And yeah, this is actually the perfect height to do this. So we're going to have to... And we'll just go along with the conveyor poles. I think that's what we did on the other side as well. So the connectors are on the south side. Get all these hooked up. I mean, it's redundant, but it works. So if we did every other one, be there. Right, so there and then there. Yep, okay, that would work. I just wanted to make sure that works. That's what power plants are about, though. Redundancies and backups. It's like, may seem redundant, may seem useless, but definitely worth doing. It'll save your butt in the long run. Okay. And then this will just hook right up. And now we have power over there. And now it's pulling in all the sulfur. Yep, pulling in all the sulfur. Meow. It's not going to make anything, of course, but once it fills up the one machine, then I'll split with the good old manifold system. Good old trusty manifold system. One of the best systems ever done with this game. Okay, I do want to connect up as high as I can. Or, no, I want to connect up with a 5. So 4 of these. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 of those. And then the 5th one being... We haven't been into piping in quite a while. I actually have a setup for that, yeah. And then 9. It just reminded me that I have a setup. I actually have it ready. Okay, so then we want a 7. Okay, which lines up perfectly. And then a 1. We don't have much plastic. I'll have to get some more plastic. Copper sheets over here probably later on. Then of course, do this. We're going to color those blue. Okay. And then, yep, we're just going to pull it in. I really wish I'd do the wall thing. That'd be nice. Okay, so then it's along this line here. I think the pipe can reach over here. I'm not really sure. I guess we'll find out. So if you do this, then what you can do is you can put a T-crossing on it. One of these. And hope that we're low enough to line up. We're not. Balls. That's okay. It can be fixed, though. There is a way around that. Grab ourselves a foundation. That might be close enough. I'm not really sure. Where is the... Okay, so there's the level, or there's the straightness for it. Yep, it did work. Whoops. It's not the way I wanted it to go, though. There we go. So yeah, then we put one of those. Because they'll snap two locations of nearby ones. Of course, grab ourselves another foundation. And another foundation. Then grab our 2. Yep, line it up. that, and just like that. You just get rid of the T-crossing in the foundation. That's why I waited to hook up the power so that I could do this. And then what we'll do is we'll bring this down. Maybe I should have flipped them. Would that have worked though? Let's give it a shot. Just real quick. T-crossing there. Get rid of that. Oops. Smack that T-crossing. Oh, that will work. Okay. Yeah, and then it pulls it away from the wall before it even gets down to ground level. I actually like that better. Now we might be able to... Nope. Sometimes it'll be like, there'll be like a residual snapping point. It's very rare to have that happen though. Okay, hook that up like that. Foundation to okay, and then all this is just water coming in. Yeah, it's the sulfur that's the dangerous one. And then we can get rid of that. So we no longer need that. Okay, everything looks to be correctly hooked up. I wonder if I can do 6s. If we do 6s in between each. Like here. Okay. These could just be for looks as well. They don't have to be hooked up. Just to help hold the pipe up, I suppose. Maybe we'll put them at every wall juncture. Just to give it a bit of a supported look. Just jumping there. Jumping for joy. And then, yep, let's go ahead and color those as well. Alright, sweet. And that's the water, well, kind of hooked up. But seeing as we are out of time, I guess we'll have to worry about the pumps next time. I could do it now, but meh. I got another game I need to go play too. So yeah, that is the sulfur factory, or sulfuric acid factory that we can get hooked up and stuff like that. We'll get the water hooked up next time and whatnot, and then we'll do concrete and stuff like that. We got a little bit of ways to go, but we're getting closer. We are getting closer to this, which is good. But like I said, that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. So I do hope you enjoyed, and until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.